Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out...
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? 57.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers, a radio... Only the black cable is plugged. This orange machine, turning the crank, is all gone now. A few bricks have fallen off, revealing a compartment behind the wall.
Seems like an old bunker from the revolutionary period. It means there are firearms.
He likes this. The bear's eyes are dead and empty. Ice inside the fridge. This old diagram for summoning some time-forgotten radio frequencies, it seems. Unclear. It looks like a cardiovascular system, perhaps. The web looks like a surveillance. Whoever decides a list of names, all of this.
My God, the schedule. I know doom when I see it.
Nothing. Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the framework.
Oh, it's you again. Are you looking for a die? Very good. That will be 7 real for one custom die. One universal die for Wirral Untethered.
It feels icy. Just holding this die in your hand sends a jolt of cold down your spine. Through the dark resin, you can make out a nugget of bone hewn from an alligator's jaw. The barbell waits patiently on the floor, like a dog for its... The barbell waits patiently on the floor, like a dog for its master. You manage to hoist it off the ground, but the barbell feels wobbly and dangerous. See? See? This place is cursed.
It was never my favorite either. At the station gym, I mean. I prefer running. It clears your head.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with...
I don't really know what hypnogamma is. Uh-huh. Okay, here. I hope Saint Batiste...
There. Do you smell? Can you not detect that inimitable whiff of dissatisfaction and restlessness? Can you smell? You inhale. The cilia along your olfactory epithelium tingle. First come the smells of the agitated strikebreakers. Layers of body oil and sweat. Over-buttered meals, pulled from bake-like lunch pails. The biting stench of lye soap.
Everything in order, detective? You're developing... You know what? I'll just leave you to it. Carry on, detective.
It is a mark of the lieutenant's respect for you that the lieutenant lacks your highly developed political olfactory cortex. The reek of communism is... Yes, now's your chance.
Knocked him out good. Like the flying desperado. It's that really cool flying desperado spin kick you did, boyadero. Often performed by the most hard-bodied boyaderos on the steps. So, what's on your mind this time? What's that, boya?
Now's your chance. Remember, hold on. This isn't a man who goes in for subterfuge. He prefers someone who'll look him in the eye and say exactly what's on his mind.
Don't think I've ever met a Kras personally. Then again, I've never been to Grad. Have you tried a boot?
Okay, maybe it was a foolish approach to begin with.
Could be coming from one of the jam lorries? Cargo's been...
Okay, maybe it was a foolish approach to...
Comunistas, huh? Can't say that's where I thought you were heading with this. Not that I'm criticizing. It's good for a man to take his time and think about the whole socio-political world picture.
It's certainly been an interesting development.
So you've given up copying and now you're hunting comunistas. Care to say why? A fellow plains roamer in search of greater understanding. I wish I could help. Unfortunately, I don't know many comunistas. Some are, some aren't. It's a big institution, room for all kinds. Comunistas, feminist supremacists, even an anti-institutional boyadero.
There is warmth in his voice when he talks about the Union. Whatever, all right. So if he isn't personally a communist...
Ah, but you know, I did meet a genuine ideologo a few months ago. Perhaps he's your guy. You know, a guy with a theory. Someone who likes to pit his theory against... It was late one night as I was leaving the armor. He was waiting on... He asked me for a light. We shared cigarettes. Then he asked me if I ever thought about getting into some of the extra physical branches of communism. It was all right. A little like something out of a Vespertine spy novel, but I must respect the effort. I couldn't tell you. Once I declined his offer, we finished our cigarettes and he disappeared back into the night. Just before he melted, remembered Dobrava and Abba Danai, and then he was gone. I don't know. Guess not everyone remembers. Been wondering about that myself. Some comunista inside talk with me. Not meant for the wider public. They love that kind of thing. You'd have to ask. I have to say though, it sounds like you found yourselves a proper hunt.
The man whispers a jaunty tune. A coastal breeze. The file cabinet stands steady as ever. Remember, Leo, all items on the list are drawn. So the already familiar code. Before the cargo container. Its draw has not lessened since you were last here. If anything, it seems to have grown. You're back before the cargo container. Its drawer has not lessened since you were last, and as it's always been, it's impossible to open a container with rhetoric. Maybe you're losing your mind.
Oh, hey, mister. I knew you'd be back to talk with old Leo here. Yes, I did. It's like Lady Lariche said when she opened a bathhouse in the basement of my apartment building. They can only get so far before they're aching to get back. And lots of folk really did keep coming back. No trouble at all, mister. No trouble at all.
Now this place seems promising from an ideological angle. It smells like we're getting crates and pallets calling to mind. Vast stands of winter pines. A swirl of ancient odors absorbed by heavy carpet fibers. But also a pervasive, treacly sweetness that somehow reminds the whole place could probably use a good deep cleaning, you think?
Well, smelling much communism around the Union boss's office?
Meanwhile, the man behind the desk clatters away on his typewriter, willfully indifferent to your presence. Before you is a walrus of a man, seated behind a large desk. He looks up from his work, not the least bit surprised to see you. With great effort, he straightens himself up in his chair, yet says nothing. He simply stares at you. With a mixture of expectation and impatience, well bottled. A typical power play. Wait for him to speak first. Show him you've got a backbone. The one good eye of this man fills you up without even flickering, grotesquely magnified by his +6 glasses. For a moment, you don't know where to look. It is unbearably humid in the trailer. Beads of sweat slide down the man's forehead. At first, nothing happens. His face wears a wide and self-satisfied smile. Every now and then, he smacks his big lips.
So... Mr. Dubois, Mr. Kitsuragi, how nice that you found a moment to pay a visit to the Debardairs Union. I'm Everard Clare, head of this little operation here. Please, have a seat.
The folding chair looks like a torture device. Extremely uncomfortable.
You go ahead, detective.
Whatever he has in store for you, it can't be good, he thinks.
Excellent, Mr. Dubois. I can see that you're a reasonable man, and reasonable men can be of great use to one another.